Shalom. First and foremost, let's start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Yaki and pushing this word with truth and sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, it be edifying. And the topic of the lesson will be just about being more in the spirit, not having that carnal mindset, because is like the scriptures talk about. To be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. It's a spiritual warfare that we're fighting. It's not a physical one. I'm gonna start off with the book in Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Because we're surrounded by enemies. On top of the heathens hating us, 2/3 of our own people hate us. So we got to move. Basically be circumspect. I have that mindset to just to be circumspect, be aware of your surroundings, knowing how to move, how to maneuver, and just applying the scriptures to the best of your ability. Like that scripture that talks about if you see danger on one path, walk the other. Don't continue walking that same path, because you're just gonna be walking into danger.
Right, to the point where we have to rule our emotions, because a lot of times demons will try to do certain things to try to get us off our square. So as much as possible, we gotta stay in the spirit, stay temperate, stay patient, and stay wise as serpents. Not giving them the opportunity to get you carnal, man. Because things might happen that will try to get you, where you show that carnality. You can't be easily moved like that. For like a lot of people would like to think of us as docile. Like, we don't do anything. You guys don't fight. You guys don't do anything. You just stand around and get beat. In other words, which we don't. We gotta defend ourselves. But sometimes it's better for us to use wisdom instead of being a hothead and try to fight. So we have to apply that wisdom, even if it's to the world. It might look like you're being docile, or you're being a bitch, so to speak. At the end of the day, you know who you are, and you know why you're doing this thing, and that's not what you are. So we gotta have that spirit and mindset that things like that won't even move us. Because if you have that spirit, then you're gonna get carnal right away. But if I may get this is Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. And if you're of the flesh, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna mind everything that's carnal. It's gonna bother you, and so on and so forth. And that type of mentality is not gonna work being in the scriptures. The Lord told us to be humble, to be patient, to move according to His word, no matter what. It says, "My servant shall fight." If this was my kingdom, my servant shall fight. But it's not, so we gotta walk circumspectly. Yahweh Shai was a perfect example, man. He got slapped, he got spit on, everything, and he did not make a move. He could have stayed on the cross and sent angels, demons, whatever, to the people that did that, but he didn't. He used wisdom. He stuck to the script, so to speak, and that's what we must do also until the Lord comes back, until the Lord gives us that green light. We are in the flesh and all that, and we're not gonna be 100% on point, but it shouldn't be to the point where everything gets us off our square. Everything we react to is carnally, because then now it's a problem. It says, verse 7, it says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Because that carnal move, that carnal action that you make because you couldn't rule your spirit, because you didn't trust in the Lord, because you let him get you out your square, could be the end of your life. You know, when you could have been cool, you could have given a soft answer, which turned away wrath and all that, man. You know, it says, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. Right, and people that are carnally minded cannot be subject to the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because every time they get in their feelings, they start getting carnal. They're gonna forget all about the scriptures and gonna do everything according to their feelings. They're gonna start making irrational decisions, right? And someone like that cannot be a servant of the Lord, man. The servant of the Lord has to be patient. A brother earlier on today, I was watching a video and he was going into how brothers need to take heed, and how we're not 100%, but we shouldn't get to the point where brothers are constantly getting on you for taking carnal actions, and you're not learning from it. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, we make mistakes. That should happen here and there, but not to the point where that's what you know of. Our brothers are looking you sideways. You know what? We like to go out, but this brother can't really go out because every time we go out, he always gets some shit. It should never be like that, man. Go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that is exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. And that's really what it is. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Our weapon is this word. It's sharper than any two-edged sword. Instead of getting that carnal mindset, being at camp, you have those two-third bug outs that come out of camp, and they're just rambling, they're spewing every single thought that comes to mind. They're just speaking it, and instead of getting carnal and getting physical with them, it's more important just to stick with the scriptures, man. It's sharper than any two-edged sword, and it cuts them to the spirit. That's our biggest is our weapon and our defense. And we're like the brother was saying, man, we got to stick to the script. We're not supposed to be carnal. We're not supposed to get it. Let our anger take over. But we're supposed to rule our spirit.
Mm-hmm. Which one's the one that you put out right now?
2 Corinthians 10:4.
Okay. This is I got one. This is Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. Cause when you're able to rule your spirit to the T, to not cry in front of certain individuals, not get angry that quick, keep your cool when motherfuckers are poking at you. You're able to you're a real dangerous individual, and you're able to accomplish a lot more things than just a mighty individual. What's the point of you being mighty if you don't know how to control that strength? Somebody who knows who might not be as mighty but knows how to rule his spirit is gonna have an advantage over you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your spirit could be broken, moved, or whatever the case is, that person already has an advantage over you, no matter how weak or not mighty they may be.
Right.
It says, he that ruleth his spirit, then he that taketh a city. A motherfucker could take a city, but because he doesn't know how to rule his spirit, he could lose that city right away. Somebody who knows how to rule his spirit is way better off, man. That's what the Lord wants with us. We have to look at the bigger picture, man. We can't get stuck on the situation that's in front of us, right? And just move off that. Everything we do must be with wisdom, and we always have to look, like I said, at the bigger picture. Sometimes it is going to require for us to get carnal. but that comes with discernment. You
Right.
know, for the most part, most of the times we're not gonna have to do that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's something we gotta work on, man. You know, everybody has different spirits. Some brothers are hotter than others. You know, when it comes to getting carnal and all that. But if that's a problem, hey, meditate, hang out with brothers that know how to keep their cool. You know, ask for advice, things like that. You know, don't just sit there and try to keep doing the same thing knowing it's not working. You know.
Right. And like the, the scriptures even talk about if it be possible, if it be possible, be at peace with all men. That's what scripture talks. It said if it be possible, because you have those scenarios where it's not going to go down like that. But that shouldn't be the first thing you lean to, just getting carnal. You know. But this is the book of Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord. That's why brothers, like brothers send out curses. You might have someone that'll aggravate you, piss you off, but hey, you're not gonna get, you're not supposed to get carnal with them. Because if you get carnal with them, then you'll have, you'll be charged with assault. Now you got to deal with Esau's court system, you know. It's better just to just pray on it, let the Most High deal with it, you know.
Hey, especially if you really want them to get got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because let's say you do damage, right? Your damage is not gonna be more than what the Lord could actually do. You might just get it one punch and that's it. You know, no, and then have to face the consequences of going to jail and get charged for assault and all that. You know, but if you wait on the Lord and you really want this individual to get, got for what he did, then hey, the Lord is gonna get him the worst way possible. The scriptures talk about it says woe unto them that it says woe unto them. It says that offenses might come, but woe unto them whose the offense cometh by. You know, it says it'd be better for a millstone to hang around your neck than offend one of these little ones. So they'll get a way worse punishment if we trust in the Lord and leave it up to Him to take care of that individual. We could only go so far, man. So really, when you look at it like that, it's like, damn, if you really want somebody to get it, it's better to do that. And that's going to require a lot of temperance, a lot of patience, a lot of self-control, and faith. Because if you don't have any of that, you're going to try to take matters into your own hands. And once you do that, hey, you fail. You fail. And a lot of times when you try to take matters into your own hand, the Lord will let that other individual get an upper hand over you. Why? Because you didn't trust in the Lord. You decided to take matters into your own hand, and the Lord is gonna teach you a lesson for that. This is Romans 12:19. It says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh." So it's the Lord. The Lord is the one that's gonna repay. The Lord is the one that's gonna do everything for us. Even if it takes years, the Lord has not forgotten. The Lord will get these individuals back. We just have to remain humble and trust Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He moves in His time. He doesn't move according to our time.
Right. Even Yahweh Shai has a hit list that's been waiting for years. The two Romans that pierced him. Hey, the Lord's still waiting on them. Still waiting to go get them. It takes patience, and the word patience means long suffering. Is this the book of Ephesians 6:12? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So this is a spiritual warfare that we're fighting, man. That's why we got to put on the whole armor of the Most High, And when Satan's attacking us, use that shield. Defend yourself with the scriptures, man. So you're not easily defenseless. Hey, lean upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because as it says in the book of Psalms 18, 2 and 3, where the Most High is our high tower. The righteous runneth into it. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. That's our Lord, man. That's what we got to depend on Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Even the Lord said, Jacob is like, it said, basically said like, Jacob, thy worm or something like that.
Yeah.
The Lord compared us as a worm, and a worm is defenseless, man. But with the Lord with us, and you trust in the Lord will have your back. It says, the Lord be for us, who could be against us. But it all.
I got it right here. It's Isaiah 41:14. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob." And like the brother said, a worm is very vulnerable, man. It's slow. It has no protection. Anything and anyone could kill it. It says, "And ye men of Israel, I will help thee," says Yahweh, "and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." And when you really acknowledge that the Lord is in control, we really are that vulnerable, man. Anything could happen to us at any fucking time, So, we ultimately gotta trust in Him. The Lord sees everything. The Lord sees what irks us, what individuals try to annoy us and get us off our square. So He's not gonna let that slide. All we have to do is trust in Him, and the Lord will get him eventually, sooner or later. But He will get him. You have to remain patient, calm, not get carnal, and just wait on Him. Even if people try to come, oh, that's stupid, why don't you do anything? Oh, you're gonna wait on it. He hasn't even done anything. Oh, it's been months. Nah, fuck that. We wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai no matter what, until He decides to do something, man.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, we shouldn't move or do anything.
Right. Even like for an example, King David. King David was a mighty warrior, and yet he went to that. He used this. He leaned more on the spirit and physical strength when he had to act like he was a madman. He was behind enemy lines, and yet he knew that the Lord wasn't with him, he would have got killed, man. But he used that wisdom. He acted like he was a madman to disguise himself.
Right. He could have gotten Carnal. All you bitch ass niggas. Yeah.